Now, Donald Trump says the world will respect America again when he is re-elected. Watch this.
We're not respected. Right now, our country is known as a joke. It's a joke. Other leaders who I speak to, other leaders can't believe what happened to us. Because 3 years ago, we were the most respected country anywhere in the world by far. Remember when I had the debate with Hillary Clinton? She said, look at him. Look at that personality. He's going to cause wars. I said, no, my personality is going to keep us out of wars. And that's what happened.
Okay, Christian Whiton is a former State Department official joining me now. Christian, did Trump's personality keep us out of wars?
It did, because it was backed up by real things. You know, this is a problem with the presidential campaign, is you have to simplify. You know, Eisenhower didn't give a detailed plan about how he was going to end the Korean War. He just said, I will go to Korea. Same with Reagan. He didn't give a detailed plan about how to bring about the demise of the Soviet Union. He did lay out some of the agenda he had, building up the military, ending détente, confronting the Soviet Union. And Trump has put a little bit of detail on what he would do, but pretty vague still about what he's going to do with Ukraine, Russia, and he has been unequivocal in support of Israel generally. But yeah, I think his personality, backed up by the force of the U.S. military and the willingness to use it sparingly but decisively when necessary, would make the difference.
Just look at the other side of the coin for a second. Has Biden, not his personality, but Biden administration, has he caused wars?
Definitively, our humiliation in Afghanistan, I think, was a green light to Putin for what he's doing in Ukraine, and also to Xi Jinping, who isn't just causing trouble with Taiwan, but is causing trouble with a treaty ally of the United States. You know, war in the Pacific may not start in Taiwan. It may start in the South China Sea with the Philippines. There's essentially a low-intensity conflict going on there now. Bad guys around the world see a very weak, distracted Biden, and the Iranians, of course, know they're pushing on an open door. For every little move that Biden takes against Iran, he opens the door, you know, with whether it's giving them $5 billion for 6 hostages. And we see this with the Houthi, with Hezbollah up north of Israel, as you mentioned before, and of course what's going on in Gaza.
President Biden once again called for a ceasefire in Gaza. Watch this, please.
There's got to be a ceasefire, because Ramadan, if we get into a circumstance where this continues through Ramadan, Israel and Jerusalem again, it could be very, very dangerous.
Did he say that? Did he use that word, ceasefire, because he's worried about these uncommitted voters that keep popping up in the primaries all over the place, because he won't, you know, he's sticking with Israel? Is he now saying, hey, ceasefire, because he wants those voters back?
Well, partly, yeah, ceasefire means an end of the war, essentially on Hamas's terms. It means Hamas survives. If there's a ceasefire, there's never going to be a resumption of the war. Israel will be under too much pressure. The Democrats are in a real crisis here. In states like Minnesota and Michigan, if the Muslim vote stays home, it doesn't even have to vote for Trump. It just has to not vote for Biden. That could be decisive. And if Biden is pushed aside, I mean, we're heading into a Democrat convention that could have some reflection of the 1968 Democrat convention also in Chicago, where the party was torn apart over foreign policy. So at the congressional level, there's some support for Israel. But beneath that placid surface, there's real turmoil in the Democrat Party over foreign policy.
Over a lot of things, actually. Christian Whiton, thanks so much for joining us. See you again real soon. Thank you.